Hello peoples, this is Sonic72 and welcome to another Rand Gaming News. Now, certainly been a while since I've done one of these. I'm trying to bring back old segments, but yeah. So either way though, why I'm doing Rand Gaming News, out of all the times I could have done one, well, right now the internet is kind of in an uproar, mainly because of one thing. So, today, the day I'm recording this, it's right now Gamescom. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much, basically think of it as E3, just, I guess you could say a lot less game heavy reveals, because there are some game reveals at Gamescom, but in terms of E3, it's like less. But it's a gaming convention over in Europe. Like I said before, it's like E3. And some news happened today. So, like with E3, Microsoft and Sony had their press conferences. I don't think Nintendo had one. But in Microsoft press conference, they announced that Rise of the Tomb Raider, a game they announced back at E3 in their press conference, is going to be Xbox One exclusive. Now, this angered PS4 and PC fans tremendously because I'm pretty sure all you guys who play the Tomb Raider reboot that came out in 2013 know how much of a great game it is. Personally, I have the game. I love it to death. I mean, I was introduced to the Tomb Raider series with the worst game by far in the series, Angel of Darkness, and yeah, you guys can understand why I haven't picked up a Tomb Raider game since then until last year. And I love the game. So I love the game a lot. It reminds me of Uncharted, which is a good thing, and I just found the game really fun. So since Rise of the Tomb Raider is only Xbox exclusive, everyone is right now mad. They're right now cursing out Square, Microsoft, Crystal Dynamics. It's really angering the fans a lot. And I can understand that, but also at the same time, I want to shed some light. I want to give you my 2 cents on it. Like, yeah, I want to give you my 2 cents on the problem, what I think, why I think it's like this, and overall, just yeah. So, am I mad that Rise of the Tomb Raider is Xbox exclusive? Well, yes and no. I mean, I did like the Tomb Raider reboot that came out last year. Loved it. And I really wanted to play Rise of the Tomb Raider when I saw the E3 this year. I really did want to play it. But since it's Xbox exclusive, I'm going to wait a few years unless I buy an Xbox One, or if I don't, but yeah. But it really did upset me because I do want to play the game. I really do think that Crystal Dynamics knows how to make follow-up to Tomb Raider since last year, because that game was good. I really have faith that this sequel will be good, but since it's only Xbox One, I can't play it. But a lot of people do feel cheated right now because the first game was multi-platform, and the Definitive Edition was multi-platform. Now all of a sudden, Microsoft just says, you know what, we're going to make this game Xbox only exclusive. It just came out of a sudden and was probably the last thing we would expect to hear. I mean, it's almost as a shock like Insomniac working with Microsoft, because Insomniac was only Sony, and they moved to Microsoft and are making Sunset Overdrive, but yeah, I really don't care about that anymore. But this, yeah, it really did shock a lot of people. And I can understand why they're getting mad, but there's also a silver lining for all of this. So, I'm not sure if this is gonna be a time exclusive. That's what everyone's leaning to. Everyone who isn't mad and right now screaming their lungs out, they're all leaning to it's a timed exclusive for the Xbox One, and then it's gonna be moving on to PC and PS4. That's where I'm going towards, because if you knew, how could I put this? Because last year, if you heard how Square reacted to Tomb Raider, they said that it was below what they expected. Like, they were hoping I could sell more, and that was below. But a lot of people said that the game was doing good, and it really boggles me because they said that when the game was multi-platform, mind you. It was on the PS3, 360, and I think PC, and they said it was doing terrible. So why would they make the decision to port a game that at first they had little to no intentions on, or okay, not that, but like they were complaining that it wasn't doing well last generation, and they port the sequel only to the Xbox One, which if you like keep in touch with how the console wars are going, the PS4 is outselling the Xbox One, so it's literally like the biggest doi moment that's happening to Square right now, because how could I say this? You get mad that the first game in the series is doing bad. So what do you think? How would you go about making a sequel? Only put it on one system that's right now losing the console. I don't want to say losing console wars, because the Xbox One is doing pretty good at this point. But it's right now. How could you say it? It's behind the PS4. I guess you could play it that way. But it really just mind boggles me. But okay, so getting back to my main point. So this is good for Microsoft because, as I compared to Tomb Raider before, the remake of Tomb Raider reminded me a lot of Uncharted. And if you guys play Uncharted, you know that that game series is phenomenal. I just played all 3 games this summer. I loved it. And for Microsoft, it's their own way of competing against not Tomb Raider, Uncharted. Because Tomb Raider and Uncharted are like, yeah, they're very similar in their own ways. So it's Microsoft's way of competing against Tomb Raider. But it also confused me because why couldn't they just make their own IP to compete against Uncharted? Just why? Why do they have to take an existing IP that was multi-platform and give it themselves? It seems kind of lazy, but at the same time, it's also strategic for them so they could compete against one of the greatest franchises on the on Sony's console. So that's really the only silver lining I see out of this thing. But yeah, so just wanted to give you this random gaming news on Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's only Xbox One exclusive. So if you want to buy this sequel and you're really devoted to the series, then you're going to have to shell like an extra $460 for Rise of the Tomb Raider on Xbox One. Or if you want to see where this carries out, which is what I'm going to do, then don't really buy an Xbox One right now. And if you have a PS4 or PC, just wait until it becomes multi-platform, if it becomes multi-platform. Because I'm pretty sure that's probably what they're going to do. Because as I said before, Square complained about the first game not doing so well. So why put it on one platform that's right now behind the PS4? I don't know. But yeah, so that's really the only silver lining I see out of this situation. So either way though, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, do what you want. And I know this wasn't the I know this isn't the way I normally do random gaming news, but yeah, might as well just try like this one. Might as well do it. Yeah, peace out, peoples. Bye bye.